Morning everyone. We the students of grade 4C are so excited today to present our exhibition to you and also to share our understanding. We have all worked very hard for this and we have understood during this journey that the process of learning is more important than the end product. Which is why definitely even after this presentation, we will continue our journey of learning and creating awareness along with our actions to make this planet a beautiful place. We would all like to thank our dear Principal Sir for guiding and motivating us to give us our best always. So please sit back, relax and enjoy as we begin our presentation by Aiden Joe on the topic Ring of Fire.
Today I am going to present about the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is a region around much of the rim of the Pacific Ocean where many volcanic eruptions and earthquakes occur. The Ring of Fire stretches for nearly 40,250 kilometers, running in the shape of a horseshoe, from the southern tip of South America along the west coast of North America across the Bering Strait down to Japan and into New Zealand. These are the top 15 countries in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis, which are caused by earthquakes and volcanic eruptions in the first place, occur in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Natural disasters. March 27, 1964, the Alaska earthquake was a subduction zone. Earthquake caused by an oceanic plate sinking under a continental plate. A tsunami ran up of 67 meters and a magnitude of 9.2. There is of sudden and explosive eruptions from composite volcanoes. This can result in heavy death tolls and vast damage to industry and population. What to do during an earthquake? Drop, cover, and hold on. Try to stay as calm as possible. Stay away from furniture, windows, and lamps. Stay away from buildings, walls, and power poles. If you are driving, stop in a safe place, turn on the hazard lights, and stay in the vehicle. Seismologists are scientists who study earthquakes and other vibrations inside the earth. Natural disaster destroys lives and economy in many countries and places. It takes years for life to come to normal, but we all can be caring and kind or act responsibly by sharing something with the affected ones. This is my poster. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Good morning, sir. My name is Dawn Lee from Class 4C. Today, I would like to spread awareness about the massive plastic pollutions in our oceans through my exhibition. Ocean pollution or marine pollution is a growing problem in today's world. A large proportion of the consists of manufactured products which are plastics. These plastics that end up in the ocean are made from the human activity then littered after use. How is marine wildlife affected by plastic pollution? Marine wildlife is heavily affected by pollution, especially by plastics. Sea turtles, for example, can mistake floating plastic bags for food as their main food consumption consists of jellyfish. These plastics, when consumed, can cause intentional problems and worse, cause death. Fish being affected by pollution means that a significant component of the marine food chain is being affected. And if there's any effect on the food chain, bigger fish, marine mammals, and bigger seafood eaters will be affected. Marine mammals often ingest and get tangled up in plastic, like this picture here. showing a whale that is washed up onto the shores with tons of plastics spilling out of its body. This overall disrupts the whole ecosystem. With the colossal amount of plastic being wasted in the ocean, thousands of seabirds are affected as well. These seabirds that are found dead in the oceans are frequently found with lots of plastics inside their stomach. Then what can we do to stop or at least reduce pollution? Firstly, we can reduce the use of plastics in our daily lives, using reusable bags instead of plastic bags when shopping for groceries is a good practice that is taking place recently in Indonesia. Secondly, whenever we see plastic that has been littered, we should always try to put the trash back and never litter. Last but not the least, it is important for us to spread awareness and tell our friends, families, and neighbors to start reducing the use of plastics and practice reuse, reduce, recycling products. And always remember, the ocean is a precious part of our planet. It is home to millions of creatures and a part of our home as well. We must protect and respect the ocean. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. Today I'm going to speak forest fire, also known as wildfire, grass fire, peat fire, vegetation fire, or hill fire, is an uncontrolled fire often occurring in wildland areas, but also consume houses or agriculture resources. These fires tend to thrive in very warm or dry climates. Forest fires are always started by one or two ways: natural cause or human cause. Natural fires are generally started by lightning or climate changes, volcanic eruptions. Human caused fires are due to unattended campfires, cigarettes, burning debris, machinery accidents, fireworks, arson, etc. Forest fires take away homes, wildlife as well as vegetation, destroys habitats for wildlife, burns plants and trees which give us oxygen. There is an increased release of carbon dioxide into the air. Ash and smoke create serious health problems for humans as well as animals. The soil in the area of the wildfire gets completely destroyed. Forest fires can be extremely difficult to put out or control. We can prevent them by reporting unattended fires, extinguishing campfires, not leaving fires unattended, slowing fires through wetting, covering, or using chemicals. For my exhibition, I made a model as well as a poster. Thank you.
My topic for the exhibition is e-waste. I chose this topic because e-waste is caused by new age lifestyle and it is starting to increase in the future. E-waste is electronic waste. It's caused by discarded electronics. Rapid changes in technologies cause e-waste. It is also caused by people trying to get the rare earth metals inside it. Some effects of this are lung damage, brain damage, headache, and many other health problems. It also affects the environment by emitting toxic gases. Solutions to this are buy used electronics, repair your damaged gadgets, and spread awareness. My model is about a simpler and efficient way to manage e-waste. There should be a specialized trash can for e-waste. People are encouraged to throw only e-waste in that trash can. Then a e-waste truck will collect the e-waste and take it to the e-waste management center, EMC. In the management center, The parts are then the electronics are then assembled in 4 different categories: glass, metal, wire, and plastic. Those parts are taken to separate centers and are managed there. So like this, in a well-managed way, we should take care of e-waste. This planet is our home, and it's our responsibility to protect it and keep it clean.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Donnelly from Class 4C, and I am going to present a PowerPoint presentation on how batteries are affecting the planet. Let's start off with the first question of, what is a battery? Batteries are a component of anodes, cathodes, and a chemical that reacts with the first two. They also contain lead, and some batteries contain lithium as well. You can look at this illustration and read the text to learn on how they work. Now, the reason why batteries are harmful is because of their lead. What is lead and why is it harmful? Lead attacks the brain and central nervous system, causing coma, convulsions, and even death. The previous slide explained how a battery works, but in the way that a battery worked when they're thrown away is they will leaks out some of their lead, exposing many children and even adults. It's so sad on how harmful a battery is to just one human's health. Now, the next question is obvious, but before we get to that question, we need to talk about another reason why batteries are harmful. Their lithium. Adverse effects batteries can have on our planet. When depleted batteries are tossed into the trash, they end up in landfills where they can decay and leak out some of their lead. But lithium batteries can cause landfill fires that can smolder for many years. So the next question now is, how do we stop the negative impacts that batteries cause? We can use alternatives to batteries like solar energy, hydro energy, and wind energy that we get from wind turbines. Now, these are all renewable sources of energy. Here are the resources that I have used for my PowerPoint presentation. Please check them out to learn exactly why batteries are harmful and how we really stop them. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम शाइना है। मैं आज आपको जल प्रदूषण के बारे में बताऊंगी। प्रदूषण अनेक प्रकार के होते हैं, जैसे कि जल प्रदूषण, वायु प्रदूषण, ध्वनि प्रदूषण और भूमि प्रदूषण। जल प्रदूषण आज के समय की बहुत बड़ी समस्या है। कारखानों तथा गंदे नलों का जल बाहर निकलकर नदियों के जलों को दूषित कर देता है। इससे पानी खराब होता है। जल प्रदूषण एक बड़ी समस्या बनती जा रही है, जो सभी मानव तथा जीव जंतु को प्रभावित कर रही है। जल प्रदूषण को कम करने के उपाय: कारखाने से निकलने वाले कुछ कारकात को नदी में मिलने से रोकना होगा। हमें अनावश्यक कार्यों का जल का उपयोग बंद करना होगा। वर्षा का जलों को संग्रहित करना होगा। कविता: जल ही जीवन, इसे बचाओ, व्यर्थ ना बच्चों इसे बहाओ, बूंद बूंद अमृत समान यह, खुद समझो जग को समझाओ, जीव जंतु पशु पक्षी सभी का जीवन इसे सहारे, यह बहुमूल्य संपद हमारी, जल ही जीवन, इसे बचाओ। माय ब्रोशर, माय पोस्टर, माय हेडगियर। धन्यवाद। Thank you.
Today I'm going to talk about global warming. Because the earth is warming up day by day, it is important for us to understand so that we can fight for the health of our planet. Global warming occurs when carbon dioxide and other air pollutants and greenhouse gases collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounced off the Earth's surface. The gradual heating of Earth's surface, oceans, and atmosphere is caused by human activity, primarily the burning of fossil fuels that pump carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Variations in the sun's intensity is one of the main reasons for global warming. Industrial and agricultural activities and deforestation are also directly causing for global warming. Over the past 50 years, the average global temperature has increased at the fastest rate in recorded history. In the case of melting glaciers, rising sea level, disruption of habits such as coral reef, forests, cities, and ponds will face trouble. Global warming causes climate change, which threats to life on Earth in the form of widespread flooding and extreme weather. As solutions, we can plant more trees, move into more recycling, save water, drive less, and switch to renewable energy. Earth is the God's best gift to us. We made it worse. Let's care for it. Save the green. Fight global warming. Thank you and have a great day.
Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about desertification. 1/3 of the world land surface is threatened by desertification. It affects the livelihood of millions of people who depend on the benefits of ecosystems that drylands provide. According to Conserve Energy's future website, desertification means a type of land degradation in drylands. Causes of desertification: human factors, overgrazing, deforestation, and climate change. Animal grazing is a huge problem for many areas. If there are too much overgrazing in a certain area, it can make it hard for plants to grow, which hurts the biome. Climate change plays a huge role in desertification. As the lands get warmer, the land becomes more dry. Effects of desertification: flooding, poor water quality, and hunger. Solution of desertification: there are two solutions. Consider mining rules and reforestation. Control of desertification: afforestation and plantings of soil-binding grasses can check soil erosion, floods, and waterlogging. Crop rotation and mixed cropping improve the fertility of the soil. Desertification can be checked by artificial bunds or covering area with proper type of vegetation. As students, we can help by planting plants in front of our houses. We can also plant the plants vertically. We also avoid wasting water. We can also use rainwater for harvesting and use the water from the AC to water the plants. Here are some references I use for the research. Thank you.
My name is Divij. Today, I will tell you about noise pollution. In present times, noise pollution is becoming a very dangerous problem. It can lead to many health problems. If we do not start taking appropriate steps to reduce it, it will become a very big problem in future. We should think about it and contribute whatever we can. Some causes are vehicles raising noise levels, workers in construction sites makes lots of noise, and more. But what should we do about it? Safe zones need to be made around airports and other noisy sites. Loud music shouldn't be played in restaurants or parties. Many people are affected by noise pollution, but what is happening to them? Some effects are stress and anxiety, high blood pressure, and more. But I'm sure one day we will beat the vast problem of noise pollution. Sound is all around us. Crying of a baby, beeping horns of a car, shouting of children, sound of music, etc. But when sound is at a very high level, it creates noise, which is known as noise pollution. This noise pollution is becoming very dangerous for us as it can make us sick. We can only bear noise till 1 decibel, but if it goes even higher than 85 decibels, it can cause hearing loss. We should reduce noise pollution for the betterment of us and the surroundings. Causes of noise pollution. Constant blowing of horns by vehicles raises noise levels. Machinery from construction sites makes a lots of noise. Effects of noise pollution: loss of hearing, sleep disturbances, stress, and anxiety. Things we can do: rule of no honking should be implemented in each country. Loud firecrackers and loudspeakers should be avoided. Use of cancellation headphones should be workers in construction sites. Adjustment of machinery for safe sound levels. Lastly, government should encourage citizens not to make extra noises. Live peacefully. Be a part of the solution, not part of the pollution. Thank you. Presented by Divish Goldfuss.
My name is Sojong, and today I'm going to talk about earthquake. Earthquake refers to the result of a sudden release of an energy in the earth crust that creates seismic waves. Each of one of those puzzle pieces called tectonic plates. So whenever those plates hit, bump, or slide past another plates, an earthquake is caused. The surface where the plates hit slip called fault or fault plan, but most of the time we don't feel the quakes as they are too small to reach us. But sometimes they are so strong that they can be felt over 1,000 miles. The place where the earthquake originates is called the hypocenter, and the place where it occurs on the Earth's surface called the epicenter. There are three types of earthquakes. Convergent boundary. Here, one plate is forced another during an earthquake, which causes a trough. Many hills and mountains have been formed due to the convergent boundary. Divergent boundary. Here, plates are drifted apart from each other, forming a ridge zone. This kind gives birth to new ocean floors. Transform fault. Here, the plates slip by each other, and this is also called strike slip. Action plan. All of us should contribute toward people by earthquakes or natural disaster. We can donate clothes, money, food, etc. to affect people. If we all contribute a little, we can make change in their lives. So, earthquakes are nothing but the shaking, rolling, or a sudden shock of the Earth's surface. Thank you for listening for my presentation.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Patrick, and I have picked the topic air pollution. The number one source of air pollution in the city environment is vehicle exhaust fumes, which happen to release high amounts of carbon monoxide. Millions of vehicles are operated on a daily basis in the US alone, each one leaving its own carbon footprint on the environment. This is why hybrid and fully electric vehicles are making a splash in the automobile marketplace. In addition to the vehicle exhaust pollution, fossil fuels also present a wider scale problem when they are burned for energy in power plants. Chemicals like sulfur dioxide are released during the burning process which travel straight into the atmosphere. These types of pollutants react with water molecules to yield something known as acid rain. Air pollution causes irritation in the throat, nose, lungs, and eyes. People affected with heart disease, children, and older people are more sensitive to air pollution. To improve the air quality, we can switch the power generation to a renewable energy like solar power or wind energy. For everyone, you can use more often public transport or bicycle instead of the car. Once a lot of public Once a lot of charging stations exist, people can switch to electricity cars instead of combustion engine. This all will help that the air will be cleaner and we can live a healthier life. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Natik and today my exhibition topic is how COVID-19 has changed the way we approach technology. In the initial chaos of COVID-19 pandemic, everyone had to quickly adjust to new ways of interacting with technology. The pandemic affected every area of life, from work, leisure and community involvement to parenting and schooling. Working remotely, social distancing, essential business designations, and schools and daycare closing forced many employees to work from home. This rapid shift pushed leaders to create new ways to support employees virtually and to re-evaluate the previously accepted rules of work hours. Social connection. Social distancing made us feel unconnected, but technology changed that. Groups quickly began gathering on video chat platforms to play games, celebrate milestones, or just visit. Streaming services connected to televisions and mobile devices all recorded spikes during the pandemic. Online shopping. We do not need to sign those credit card receipts. Consumer increased online shopping for pickup or delivery options, discovering convenience and ease of e-commerce. Telehealth. Telehealth can be an effective way to contain spread of COVID-19 while still providing essential primary care. Wearable personal lot devices can track vital signs. Chatbots can make initial diagnosis based on symptoms identified by patients. Education. While technology is integrated in education, the sudden change to work to remote learning jolted the system. Apps for everything from gamification of homework to step-by-step math tutorials suddenly become a necessity rather than extracurricular. Conclusion. Difficult times can be learning experiences, and we saw how mobile technology can enhance everyday life and create opportunities for us to live in the moment. We understand that a pandemic can have several consequences, including changing the political control of world, destroying empires, and creating nations. And yes, be productive from home. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ritisha, and my exhibition topic is maintaining good health. The reason behind I chose this topic is about my grandmother. My grandmother's current bad health, who suddenly got ill 4 months before. I wanted to know more about how to maintain a good and a healthy life. Factors affecting good health: bad food habits, lazy lifestyle, and environmental factors. Bad food habits. Junk food is one of the main reasons of obesity, diabetes, and many more diseases in the cities, like too much sugar, too many meals away from home, and poor meal planning are also the reasons of worst eating. Lazy lifestyle. It may lead to tiredness, weakness, and not a healthy lifestyle. The kids having a TV in their room often keep watching TV while eating, which results in overeating. Environmental factors. A number of specific environmental issues can impede human health and wellness. These issues include chemical pollution, air pollution, climate change, and diseases causing microbes. How can the body be kept healthy? Yoga and meditation are the best ways to keep our mental health good. People who exercise also get injured less often. Tips for balanced body. Eat a healthy diet, consume less salt and sugar, avoid harmful use of alcohol, don't smoke and be active. Take care of yourself. Thank you and have a nice day.
Matthew, and my topic for this exhibition is face mask waste. Pandemic COVID-19. Nowadays, we need masks to cover ourselves from the virus COVID-19. This pandemic has forced us to take care of ourselves and wear masks. Disposable mask has become a problem on Earth. As we know, disposable masks will be made of 3 layers of fabrics, which is inner layer such as cotton, middle layer such as polypropylene, and outer layers such as polyester. Polypropylene materials which derive from plastic are particularly effective and harmful for the environment. Problems of face mask waste. Face mask waste float in the ocean and impact to our marine ecosystem. Rivers and mountain areas also may become dumping grounds and impact to wildlife. Reusable masks may have a longer life as a useful product, but that doesn't mean they are necessarily biodegradable in the environment. It harms water creatures. Solutions. We must switch from disposable masks to reusable masks. So what we can do to offset or even how the impact the pandemic continues, but by choosing reusable biodegradable masks, we can reduce the demand and consumption of PPE. Eco-friendly alternatives are available, or you can make your own using salvage fabric and online craft guides. My action plan. I will use a reusable cloth mask and I will stop to use a disposable mask. I will not throw masks into the oceans, sea, rivers, or mountain. Okay, thank you. My name is Chetan. My exhibition topic is one of the natural disasters called tsunami. I'm going to explain further on what is a tsunami. A tsunami is a series of waves caused by earthquake or undersea volcanic eruptions, landslide or other disturbances. But as the waves travel on land, they build up higher heights as the depth of the ocean decreases. The speed of tsunami waves depends on the ocean depth rather than the distance from the source of the wave, and sometimes crossing entire ocean basins. What is the impact of a tsunami? Tsunami not only destroys human life, but have a harmful effect on animals, insects, animals, plants, and natural resources. A tsunami changes the landscapes. It uproots trees and plants and destroys animal habitats, such as nesting sites for birds. Here are some evacuation steps for tsunami. 1. Book a tsunami-ready certified hotel. 2. Study evacuation maps for your area. 3. Head to yellow zone when an earthquake strikes. 4. Listen for evacuation siren. 5. Check broadcast for tsunami updates. This is my model. In my model, I showed the highest wave coming from the ocean and destroying the city. This is my poster. In my poster, I added pictures and text related to tsunami.
Look deep into nature and then you'll understand everything better. Thank you.
Today I am going to be presenting my research about climate change. What is climate change? Climate change is a long-term change in the average weather patterns that have come to define Earth's local, regional, and global climates. These changes have a broad range of observed effects that are synonymous with the term. What is causing climate change? The Earth's climate is influenced and changed through natural causes like volcanic eruptions, ocean currents, the Earth's orbital changes, solar radiation, and internal variability. Volcanic eruptions pump out clouds of dust and ash which block out some sunlight. What are the effects of climate change? Increased heat, drought, and insect outbreaks, all linked to climate change, have increased wildfires, declining water supplies, reduced agricultural yields, health impacts in cities due to heat and flooding, and erosion in coastal areas are additional concerns. How can we stop climate change? Invest in energy efficient appliances, reduce water waste, actually eat the food you buy and make less of it meat. Buy better bulbs, urge government to take bold, ambitious climate action now, use energy wisely, and save money too. Here are some of the resources I used to make my research. Thank you.
नमस्ते, मैं स्मिता। आज मैं भूमि प्रदूषण से होने वाली समस्या और उपाय के बारे में बताऊंगी। भूमि प्रदूषण वैज्ञानिकों के देन है। प्रदूषित भूमि से उत्पन्न होने वाला अनाज, फल, सब्जी आदि सभी खराब हो जाते हैं। इनके खाने से मानव के स्वास्थ्य पर बुरा प्रभाव पड़ता है। भूमि प्रदूषण को कम करने के उपाय: घरों का कचरा बाहर कोले में नहीं फेंकना चाहिए। प्लास्टिक के बर्तनों और पॉली बैग के उपयोग से बचें। कागज या कपड़े की थैलियों का उपयोग करें। गीले और सूखे कचरे को अलग अलग डस्टबिन में डालें। कागज बर्बाद मत करो। कागज बनाने के लिए प्रत्येक वर्ष कई पेड़ काटे जाते हैं। हमें रिसाइकल की आदत अपनानी चाहिए। भले ही आप पेड़ लगाइए, एक पूरी तरह करें उसकी देखरेख। This is my brochure. This is my poster. धन्यवाद. Thank you. Thank you. With this, we come to the end of our presentations. Thank you for giving us your valuable time. Have a nice day.